Team's road woes this season. And why? Why do you think you guys struggled? What do you point to?
No, we try to pinpoint that too and correct it. For whatever reason, we've been off to better starts at home. I think that's been one of the keys, playing a little bit better at home and then playing with more confidence too when we've been at home. But now when we're in the playoffs, we know road games got to be so important, and playing well on the road too, playing good, strong team defense got to be very important.
Rattle off, how much of a boost has he been for them, do you think?
I think it just adds more skill and speed to their lineup. He's a big guy too, and just adding him late in the year, I think will help their team. I think it has helped their team as well. Just adding a top six forward.
A lot of the predictions, I know you don't get into any of this, but a lot of the predictions seem to be picking the Nashville Preds. It's been a while since you guys have been a so-called underdog in a series. Kind of talk about that mindset a little bit.
No, we don't mind that at all. We don't mind at all being underdogs. They are ahead of us in the standings, so maybe we should be underdogs. But we know it's going to be a tough series. They're a well-coached team. They play real well. Their system, they play real well, and they're hard to get scoring chances on them. So, having said that, we know we have to play well defensively. But when we have chances, we have to make the best out of it too.
Nick, do you guys get a little chip on your shoulder though, being the underdogs? I mean, you did win 23 straight at home, an NHL record.
Not really. They've been playing well. They're ahead of us. They got more points than us in the standings, so I think they should be the favorites. Having more points than us. And we're starting on the road as well, so we don't mind that at all.
With that said, how far are you guys away from being that team that did win the 23 straight games at home this season?
I know we can play better. I know we can play a lot better, especially for 60 minutes. We've had spurts in games where we come back and win games or get points in games late where we haven't had strong starts. And that's something we know we have to do a better job at, playing a lot better for 60 minutes.
Is it a positive for you guys that they've never won a first round, or a negative, or doesn't it mean anything at all?
I don't think it matters really if they've done that or not. I think they have a lot of young players, a lot of skill, and very strong goaltending. So I think it's going to be a tough series.
How do you fix your power play?
I think breaking it down a little bit more, simplifying it. I think we're being guilty of passing up too many shots or too many chances where less players taking a shot and being there for rebounds. And I think just doing that can help us a lot.
Especially in the playoffs. I mean, it seems like the bigger the game, the uglier the goals.
Yeah, and it's a matter of getting the puck to the net. That's how you're going to score some of those goals, by throwing the puck at the net or getting the shots when sometimes the other team's not expecting it.
Is it that way with their goalie in particular? I mean, he's so big and athletic.
Yeah, no, he's one of the best in the league. He's a big guy. He's hard to score on. Plays his angles real well. So that's when you have to create traffic against him and be there for some of the rebounds.
What is their biggest asset to their defense? Is it their size?
I think they have their size, but they're very mobile too in the back end. But I think just looking at their team as a whole, they play their structure real well. They don't give you a whole lot of chances offensively. They very seldom give you 2-on-1s or 3-on-2s. They play real well without the puck. But they have the skill up front. They can score goals with it too. So I think just what they have on both ends of the ice, it's going to be a tough task for us.
I know that he's never come out and said it, but do you sense that for Jimmy Howard, he likes the challenge of going up against a guy like Rene that he really was, lockstep with earlier this season before he got injured?
Yeah, I think it is a challenge for Howard. I think he's looking at it that way too. He's going up against one of the best goalies in the league, and I think Howard should be up there as well. So I think that'll be a great matchup.
You've always said the can't share weapons. I mean, with the way he's playing and whatnot. What are his strengths and Suter too? What do you like about those two guys?
Well, they play a lot of minutes. Both of them play a lot of minutes against top guys. They're very good on both sides of the puck too. They have the offense. They can be part of the offense, whether it's Weber's big shot in the power play, the Suter scheme the puck up the ice. But they play real well defensively, real well in their own zone. They're both big guys, but they're hard to get around and hard to beat one-on-one.
It seems like people forget that you guys went on the road in the first round 2 years ago to play Phoenix, and that series went 7 games, and you guys ended up on top. People act all of a sudden like you can't go and win a playoff series on the road. How different is this team from then, and what do you embrace about this challenge?
I think we're moving on from regular season to playoff hockey, and it's different. The intensity's got to pick up, the level's got to pick up as well. So it's a lot of fun playing in the playoffs, and I think all the guys are looking forward to getting going on the second season, so to speak. And it's going to be a challenge for us. Like I mentioned earlier, we're not favorites, we're the underdogs, and that's another challenge for us.
And this team is still built for the postseason, you believe?
Oh, I believe so. I believe we have the depth, we have the guys, we have the experience on our team, we have the hungry younger guys as well.
Thank you, Nick.
The quality of play changing that much from the road as much as the regular.
No, especially how well we played on the road last year. And we're trying to figure out how come we're playing so well on the road and we do that this year. I think we've been off to good starts in games at home and kind of just been carrying that lead. And we haven't had some good starts and haven't scored the first goal in some of the games on the road, and we haven't won those games. So we're going to try to figure it out all season.
In a way, is it better to start on the road because you don't have everyone saying, well, you're going to win at home, and if you lose one home game, they'll go crazy?
I don't think it matters. It's you look at it like just another challenge that we're starting on the road. We're a tough opponent and we're a tough building to play in. So I think we're just looking forward to that challenge.
Why does home ice seem to not matter as much in the National Hockey League as opposed to some of the other sports?
It's hard to say. I think we've seen that in a lot of different series and different playoffs where teams seem to be playing real well, going on the road, playing more relaxed and then not feeling the pressure, and just playing well defensively, kind of waiting for their chances. And I think that's one of the reasons teams are having success going on the road.
Right now, is it more important for how you guys are looking at how you're playing as opposed to who you're playing?
No, we're looking at who we're playing as well. We're breaking their team down and what they're good at and trying to expose them as well. But today in practice, for example, we're working on things that we need. We know we have to do a better job at playing against a team like Nashville. So we're looking at ourselves to step it up another level too.
The one area that they are better in both categories is special teams than you. You guys had the best goals for and against in terms of 5-on-5 play. Knowing that, is it more important for you to keep this series a 5-on-5 series?
Yeah, we know our special teams, especially power play, has been working as well. I think penalty killing has stepped up as of late here, but our power play hasn't been as good and as effective. So, we want to play 5-on-5 if we can, but there's going to be power plays and penalty killings out there. So you have to be good at special teams too.
Is there a stretch where you guys actually felt confident on the road? Right? It seems like we've been talking